Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Please be seated. I appreciate so much all of you being here this morning, and you know, Speaker Emeritus and a number of people said to me, you really have to do this. You know, we had a wonderful event in Sacramento. It was incredible, and today's event is even more incredible. You need to do this for San Diego because of the historic moment. So because all of you are my friends, let me say we have done this twice. We are not doing it again. And those of you that know me understand. So I do want to thank you all for being here, and good morning, and as I always like to say when I am in this special place, welcome to another beautiful day in Balboa Park. Thank you, Mayor Faulkner. Who would have thunk it, huh? Us? Add Scott and Brian and Ben to the list, and yeah, who would have thunk it? But here we are. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. See, I couldn't say that in Sacramento, but I can say that here. So thank you, and Council President Gloria, thank you so much. To my friend, Congressman Peters, Speaker Emeritus John A. Perez, Senator Kehoe, my friend and mentor, Assemblymember Weber, thank you so much, and to my friend Mickey Kasparian, thank you and thank everyone who took part in making this ceremony today so special. To my spouse, Jennifer, and to my nephew, Tommy, my family, friends, community members who are here today, you help ground me and you inspire me and have made my taking on this big job easier. I can't express enough my gratitude to each and every one of you. Before I go further, I want to ask all of us to join me in a moment of remembrance for the bravery and sacrifice of all those who took part in D-Day, landing 70 years ago today. So join me in a moment of silence. While world leaders have gathered in Normandy for the commemoration, it's important that we remember here at home as well, as Speaker Emeritus said, and certainly especially given our military presence and our history in San Diego. I so appreciate the kind words of my longtime friends and my colleagues, but as I listened, what really came to mind for me was the decades of work that we have done together, for our community of San Diego. Each of the speakers today have said or have that shared commitment and history, including Speaker Emeritus John Perez, who I first met at an Honor Pack event during LGBT Pride Week here in San Diego back in 2005. He was no stranger to San Diego. Long before he became Speaker of the Assembly, he was involved in our community through his work with UFCW. And that relationship only grew with San Diego once he became Speaker. John, thank you so much. I'm grateful that so many of my Assembly and Senate colleagues, Democrats and Republicans, have joined us today. Because like our Speaker Emeritus, I want each of you to have a special relationship with San Diego. I certainly feel honored to get to learn more about each of your communities, and your presence here today reflects our shared commitment to California. You know, when I was sworn in as Speaker in Sacramento, one of the people I quoted was La Jolla's own Theodore Geisel, our Dr. Seuss. And this time of year, with all the graduations, Dr. Seuss is back on the top of the bestseller list with his book, Oh, the Places You Will Go. You know, I think another great book would be Oh, the Place That You Came From. And those of us from San Diego, we believe San Diego is not only America's finest city, it is one of the most amazing places in the world, a place of wonderful people and natural wonders, from our coast to our border with Mexico to the deserts and the mountains. With a beautiful climate and a business climate that Forbes says makes us the best large American city in which to start a business. The mega region of San Diego County, Imperial County, and the state of Baja California has more than 6.5 million people, 2 international airports, 3 land ports of entry, and 2 major seaports. 1 in every 10 people entering the United States crosses through San Ysidro. And Otay Mesa is the main commercial gateway for trade between California and Mexico. It was valued at almost $36 billion in 2013. At UCSD, we have the Scripps Institute probing the depths of the world's oceans and CalBrain unlocking the secrets of the human mind. At San Diego State University, a research team recently discovered ways to use viruses to attack the inner workings of bacteria to help prevent infections in the human body. Another team, one more familiar with telescopes than microscopes, used the engineering and technology education they received at San Diego State University to help land the rover on Mars. Our universities have also been part of the Clean Tech Green Energy Consortium that's made America's finest city its #1 solar city as well. San Diego is leading the way in biofuels, including the exciting potential of using something as simple as algae to help us achieve independence from fossil fuels and pesticides. San Diego is home to the largest concentration of military in the world, and last year, military-related spending generated an estimated $32.2 billion of economic activity. A surprising fact that some of you may not know, San Diego County grows more than 200 different commodities on more than 300,000 acres, and we have more farms than any other county in the United States. San Diego's tourism and visitor industry has been having a record year or two, and in the latest numbers, tourism contributed $18.3 billion in the total economic benefit in 2012. We have so much to be proud of in San Diego, and in some respects, I actually feel it's part of my job as speaker to tell the San Diego story. What is it that our region contributes? What our region needs in order to continue to contribute more? If California is America's economic engine, and it is, as the 8th largest economy in the world, then I'd say we in San Diego are California's spark plug. Or to use a non-carbon-based example, if California is America's solar panel, we are California's photovoltaic cell. As Speaker, I will work hard to make the case for the infrastructure, educational opportunity, water, and affordable housing it will take for our region and state to keep growing and innovating. I am proud to be the first speaker from San Diego. And you know, if I had seen that video ahead of time, I might not say 40 years ago, San Diego had a Senate President pro tem in Jim Mills. 20 years ago, we had a governor with Pete Wilson. And now we have completed that triple crown with the Speaker of the Assembly. I just want to mention that looking at the real triple crown being run tomorrow, California Chrome's first, you don't want to miss this, first stakes win was last summer in Del Mar. You know, right now, being Speaker means I'm in the middle of trying to land the plane on a state budget that continues California's economic recovery. My colleagues know that. We're engaged in that. It's a budget that ensures stability and expands opportunity. A budget that lifts up the most vulnerable among us who have suffered a great deal and need us not to forget them now. And as Dr. Seuss would remind us, a person's a person no matter how small. And everyone deserves our attention and a chance to build a better life. I've had that opportunity. You know, there's a lot to do, and my colleagues and I are fully engaged. to reinvest in K-12, UC, and CSU, and our community colleges, to increase access to our great universities for all Californians, to offer expanded preschool opportunities and to strengthen kindergarten participation, and boosting the economy with infrastructure spending on transportation and housing. Not only does this improve the quality of life for Californians, but transportation and housing investments create jobs. We will ensure together, my colleagues and I, we will ensure that we have a solid rainy day fund, an adequate and reasonable reserve, and that we will pay down our state debt. But we will also responsibly invest in ways that help us grow our economy and considers the needs of people, of Californians. And that is our charge. I'm excited about this opportunity at this time in our state's history, and I know that my colleagues are excited too. So clearly, our plate is full. As Speaker, my plate is full. Being Speaker is a tremendous honor, and one I humbly thank my colleagues for allowing me to do. It's even more an honor because I get to serve as Speaker while representing this wonderful place. I hope that all of you feel a part of that too. And if I'm not here as often, I hope you will understand. And I thank my incredible staff, individuals that many of you have known way longer than you've in fact known me. I want to thank them for representing me and being our daily liaison for each other. Please know that you, each of you, and our shared history of community and public service is a part of my core. I thank you for giving me, you giving me that foundation to carry with me to Sacramento. Thank you again for being here today to celebrate this moment for me, for us, and for San Diego. And thank you for loving San Diego.